more, you have to do more examples from there. What we can do this time is that we can do some questions on concentration terms that we did in the last lecture. Okay. So there is a very good question. The question is actually from 12th standard because we have to study concentration terms once again in the 12th standard. But that question is going to help you guys in remembering the three main concentration terms, that is molality, molarity, and mole fraction. So please write this question.
So what is Ki?
Potassium iodide. I will give the molar mass for that. Ki is potassium iodide, and the molar mass, molecular weight, it is 166. The unit is grams per mole. You can ignore that right now because it's another. Done writing the question? Yes or no, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you guys do this? Okay, I will tell you the initial steps. Then if you have been practicing, then it should be done. Okay, because it is not very tough question. We have seen similar questions in the class. So if you are practicing the questions, then you'll be able to do this. Okay. This. So first of all, you will use this statement, what they have given, 20% mass by mass, m by m aqueous Ki. Okay. So I can write here 20 grams of potassium iodide is present in dash gram of water. Tell me, guys. Tell me. 20 gram of Ki is present in dash gram of water.
100.
अरे 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 नहीं भाई, फिर से पढ़ो यार. Guys, please revise and come. Okay. It seems like you are not doing anything. You're not. How many of you have done the assignment that was given in the last class? Jasleen, Sabi, and Zainab, tell me. Jasleen, did you do the assignment that was given in the last class?
Sir, I started doing it.
Then what happened? You started it. Then what happened?
Sir, I'm still doing it.
You're still doing it. How many questions were there? Approximately, I think there was like 10 to 12, right? Questions. if I remember it correctly. Yes, Justine. Last lecture 10 to 12. Yes, I think 10 to 12 question must be
So
there.
there are 5 questions. Because I
You
didn't
got
understand some of the questions, I had to see the recording of the other class.
okay. So if you have any problem in any of the questions, you have to message me. You have my number, Justine, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, if anyone, if you have faced any problem in the assignment questions, please don't wait for the class. See, that's the only thing that I will say. Please don't wait for the class. See, in this class, what my main goal is, it's going to be to push the syllabus, right? So that is why I have given the WhatsApp number, and I will reply you guys in like few hours only. Okay, I'm not going to take I'm not going to keep you hanging for a day or two. I generally reply in 2 or 3 days. If there is some issues, then I will just reply that I cannot reply or I cannot do this right now. I'm outside. I will reply 1 or 2 tomorrow. I'm somewhere busy. I will message like that. Okay. So whenever you have doubt, any question, just click a photo and send it to me. Okay. Fine. Sabiha
Yes,
and
sir.
Zainab, did you guys do this? Yes, Zainab, correct. Just incorrect. Sabiha and Zainab, did you guys do the assignment?
सर that molality concept like वो clear नहीं था इसलिए नहीं कर पाए.
कंसेप्ट नहीं था क्या कंसेप्ट मतलब जैसे you have the formula right formula ये बस तो
Sir, can you repeat?
it's just a formula right
Yes, sir.
so see wherever you are having problem na, even see you will be having problem in the questions itself you will never have problem in the theory because theory में कुछ है नहीं formula है. Now once you see a question, for example this question, you don't know how to start it, right? So you have learned molality, you have the formula, you know your question should be, sir, I know the formula for molality, I know the formula for molarity, I know the formula for mole fraction, but I cannot do the questions. Okay. So, I mean, that is the only problem that you are going to face. No matter how many times you are going to learn the theory, if there is a new type of questions, you will not be able to do it until unless you have been poked a little bit. Like, for example, I give you some hint, start like this, then you will get that, and then you will get that, and so on. So, as we have said, yeah, you will have what 80 grams of H2O because 20 percentage mass by mass means 20 grams of solute is present in 100 gram of solution. Inside the solution, we have solute and solvent. Solute is 20 grams, solvent will be 80 grams. Okay. Now, this concept I have been speaking from the second class since I started concentration terms. Okay. Concentration terms की first class से हम पढ़ा रहे हैं. So it has been 3 times now. Okay, guys, please revise, do the assignments. Otherwise, it is going to be very difficult. Can you see how many concepts you have studied till now? You have 3 formulas for mole, calculation of moles. Then you have formula for the relative atomic average atomic mass. Then you have the formula for concentration terms. Now, still the chapter is not over. Okay. And as you have seen, the concept from calculation of mole, it is used in molarity, and mole fraction. Whatever we are doing in molarity, and mole fraction, it will be used in stoichiometric coefficient that is going to be today. Okay. 20 grams of Ki present in 80 grams of water. Now, from here, we can, now, as soon as you have got grams and grams, you can calculate what? You can calculate 2 things. You can calculate the number of moles, and you can, that means mole fraction and molality. Okay, so first of all, I will calculate molality because it is quite, it's going to be easy. From here, I will say that number of moles of Ki will be equal to 20 upon 166. Now, from 80 grams of water, I can say that mass of solvent will be equal to 80 upon 1000. Right? Because 80 is in gram, I want the mass of solvent in kgs. That is the formula for molarity. So I will cut these two and I will get some values. Here also I can do some 100, 166, half will be what? 83, I guess, right? 83. Okay, so I have got this as 10 upon 83 and this as 8 upon 100. Okay, what is molality? Now these formulas should be by heart, by the way. Molality, it is equal to number of moles of solute divided by the mass of solvent in kgs. Now, number of moles of solute, it is equal to 10 upon 83. Any doubt, guys? Tell me. I heard someone
How do
speaking.
we convert kgs? It is into
Or it is
1000 or by 1000?
okay. ठीक है. What is 1 kg? Tell me now.
1000 grams.
1000 grams. So I can say 1 gram will be equal to 1000 will go down. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Upon 1000 kg. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So if I have 80 grams, it will be 80 upon 1000 kg. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now here we have molality. It is equal to, we can do it like this, 10 upon 80 upon 8. Fine. Can you guys calculate this value? What will be the molality? I've got two answers. Yes. Zainab and Jasleen correct. Waiting for Sabiha. Yes, very good, Sabiha. So will be 1.50. The unit will be m, small m, that is molal or moles per kg. Right? This is molality. Now, the next thing that you can calculate, if you have the masses of two things, whenever you have got the mass of solute and solvent, you can calculate what mole fraction also. So I will write the same thing. The number of moles of solute we have got, how much it is? 10 upon 83. No? Yeah, because number of moles of solute, right? 10 upon 83. Number of moles of solvent. This will be equal to mass of solvent divided by the molar mass of solvent. Mass of solvent, it is equal to how much? Tell me, guys. You have copied this down, no? Yes or no? Please tell me. Jasleen, Sabiha, and Zainab. Quickly. You have copied
Yes,
this
sir.
down? जी. So mass of solvent कितना बताइए जरा? Mass of water is how much?
8 by 100.
Sorry, what, Jasleen?
8 by 100.
No, not 8 by 100. It is not the mass here.
Solving.
kgs में नहीं लेना. Only mass, 80 grams, ना, in grams. ठीक है?
80. Okay.
80 grams divided by the molar mass of water is how much? Molar mass of water molar mass of water. This thing is there in your notebook. You need to memorize these things. And that means you are not doing any questions. Okay, molar mass of water is 18. H2O, hydrogen 2, oxygen 16, 16 plus 2 will be equal to 18. Okay, you guys need to memorize this. If you are going to be like this, it's going to be very tough in 11th standard. Okay, if you are, ठीक है चलिए अब हमको पता चल गया like you are not studying, you guys. If you cannot now, if you're not answering because you are shy or something, I will ask you guys to keep your mics on. Jaslin, can you turn your mic on? You can keep your mic on. Sabiha, can you turn your mic on? Mic. Zainab, can you turn your mic on? All of you, please. Sabiha got disconnected only. Zainab, you can also turn your mic on. There is no disturbance from your side. So जब आपको ये होगा, then you can speak. ठीक है. So you have got the number of moles of solute, and we have also got the number of moles of solvent. Who will tell me what is the formula for mole fraction of solute? बताइए. Mole fraction of solute. Jasleen, Chi B is equal to la 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 la. अरे भाई. Yes, Jasleen, what happened? No idea. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है. Zainab, Chi B is equal to
NB is like NA
NB.
by NA plus NB.
वेरी गुड. जसलीन, पढ़ाई शुरू कीजिए. ओके, ठीक है जस. चलिए प्लीज, यू हैव दिस वैल्यू, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Plug in the values, then solve this. Number of moles of solute is 10 upon 83 divided by, you can, अच्छा by the way, you can इसको थोड़ा सा, we can solve it. 40 upon 9 तक ले आएंगे हम लोग, है ना? We cannot do any more, so I will plug this here. हो जाएगा ये 40 अपॉन 9 प्लस 10 अपॉन 83, है ना? 10 upon 83. ठीक है. Solve this. How will you like to solve? Assalamu alaikum, Shaima. Am I audible? Shaima, am I audible? I can't hear you, Shaima. Can you please turn your mic on properly? Don't use the space bar.
Walaikum salam.
What happened, Shaima? Why are you late? Yes. Shaima, what happened? तबीयत ठीक है आपकी? से रिप्लाई नहीं आ रहा कुछ.
So rather than adding it, can I simplify it in division form and then find the value?
Yeah, you can do like whatever feels more natural to you, you can do that. Just Shaima, if you're not well now, तो फिर you can leave the class. Like तबीयत वगैरह अगर खराब है, then you can rest. If you can attend, then you can. Okay, Justine has got. Justine, this is the complete answer of mole fraction.
Sorry, sir.
This is the complete answer, no? Mole fraction, chi b.
Yes, sir.
So you're using calculator?
No, sir.
No. Pakka?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. This is correct. Yes, Zainab, चलिए, ठीक है, that's fine. But you should at least have two non-zero digits in the answer. After the decimal point, there should be at least two non-zero digits.
Yes, sir.
एक digit आप और आगे कर लें, then it will be fine. चलिए. See, the answer is going to be 0.0263. 0.0269 is there, so you can write it 64. There will be no units here. Let me check here. ये इतना ज़्यादा difference क्यों हो रहा है? Molarity 20 kg, 1/10/83, that is fine. 80 times 80/100, 8/100, that's also fine. So chi b it is equal to 0.0264. Then we have to calculate the molarity. So for molarity, we need the density. Density it is given as 1.202, right? So, but we will not take 1.202, we will just take 1.20. Okay, we are going to take 1.20. Now, does anyone remember the formula that you have been given the mass percentage that is equal to 20, and you have been given the density? How to calculate the molarity? Flip some pages in the notebook, you will find it. Flip some pages in the notebook. See, there is a long way of doing it. There is a short way of doing it. I'm just asking you to remember the short way for this case. Mass percentage and density. Molar mass has also been given. MB, that is equal to 166. Right.
So is it mass by volume?
No, no, not mass by volume. It is mass percentage. I'm asking, there is a, you go to the molarity part where we were doing molarity.
Sir, the X into D by
Hmm.
B into
Yes.
100.
Yes, correct. Others got this? Yes or no, please tell me. In molarity, I have given you a formula. If mass percentage and density is given, then molarity is equal to X into, I have written everything in like full box and everything. X into D into 10 divided by the molar mass of the solute. The molar mass of the solute. Like I have given the whole derivation of this formula also. Okay. So remember this formula itself. Like if you have mass percent density and the molar mass of the solute. So plug in these values, you will get X is what? It is 20 multiplied by D. Density is 1.20. 20 multiplied by 10 divided by 166. So this will be equal to 10. This will be 83. So it will be how much? 120 divided by 83, right? Yes or no? यही होगा ना? Yes, I guess. Calculate this value. Yes, guys, you're getting it correct. If you get one more digit, then it will be 1.45, but that's fine. 1.44. The unit is going to be moles per liter. Then, so this was just a question that we were doing. Now we are going to do stoichiometric calculation. Okay, please write the heading. Stoichiometric. Stoichiometric. Then आपका तो माइक म्यूट ही है. Your mic is already on mute, na?
So I muted it.
You unmute it right now. I mean, see, Zoom is very good at canceling noises. Like even for me, can you hear any noise from my side? Sorry?
Sir.
Yes or no? No, right?
No.
But there is some little noise that is like going on in the background. But Zoom is good at cancellation. Okay. So stoichiometric. If there will be any noise, then I will let you know that please turn your mic off. But it is going to be disturbing for me also. No? That is why. Don't worry. Stoichiometric calculations. Now, stoichiometric calculation that we are having, this is going to be mainly focusing on the main part of this chapter that we are going to learn. The very new thing in 11th standard is the amount of reactant and amount of product that we are going to get when you are going to react a few things. Okay. Mainly when the reaction happens, how many moles of reactant do we need? How many moles of product do we need? All of these things are going to be what? All of these things are going to be dealt in. This is stoichiometric coefficients, okay, or stoichiometric calculations. Now, starting with, you can write a few points. Deals with the calculation of amounts of reactant needed and amount of products formed. ठीक है, stoichiometric calculation, it is going to deal with these items. कि कितना reactant चाहिए आपको और कितना product लगेगा. Now, when we are dealing with stoichiometric calculations, there are only two types of questions that we are going to get. ठीक है, ध्यान रखिए. There are only two types of questions that you are going to get. The first type of question is when the amount of only one reactant, only one of the reactants, आपको ज़्यादा समझ में आएगा, only one of the reactants is involved. Please write these things with me, okay? Is involved. In that case, what you have to do, I'm writing some things, just write it. You are slowly going to understand. Okay? Don't worry about it right now. Whenever you have been given the amount of one of the reactants, you have 4 reactions, 5 reactants, 2 reactants, 3 reactants, 1 reactant, no matter how many reactants you are having, but you have been given the amount of, or in the question, it is involving, the question is revolving around the amount of only one of the reactants, then you will start that question with MCR of reactant is equal to MCR of product. Okay? If it is involving only one reactant. Makes sense till here? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes.
What you need to write? MCR क्या सब आएगा? ठीक है ना? Now we are going to start. What is this MCR? MCR is, we are going to deal with this type of cases and then we are going to deal with the another case. MCR is moles to coefficient ratio. Moles to coefficient ratio. ठीक है? Moles to coefficient ratio. Now we are going to take an example. अगर हम आपको example समझाते हैं तभी ज़्यादा समझ में आएगा. Otherwise it is going to be no use. Just let me take up a question. Need an easy question for you guys. Let us suppose question मैं आपको दिया है that you are having calculate the amount of CO2 formed by combustion of 8 grams of CH4. 8 grams of CH4. Okay. Now this is our question. Hope you have written this down. Let me calculate the amount of CO2 formed by 8 gram of by the combustion of 8 gram of CH4. Okay. So this type of questions, be ready for these type of questions. Yeah. You have been given only one value. You have been only given what 8 grams. Don't know anything. But we are going to start this question. You will be getting these type of questions. So be ready for these type of question in 11th standard. First of all, you need a reaction. For stoichiometric calculation, you need a balanced chemical reaction. So you are saying what combustion of 8 gram of CH4. That means CH4 is getting combusted. So we have CH4. And what is the meaning of combustion? Reaction with? What's the meaning of combustion? Zor se.
Oxygen.
Very good. All of you know this now. Sabiha and Jasleen. Yaad aaya?
Yes, sir.
Yes? O2.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now carbon will react with O2 to form CO2. Carbon reacts with O2 to form CO2. Hydrogen will react to form what? What will hydrogen form if it reacts with O2? Guess Mari. Water. Very good. H2O. CO2 and H2O. Now we are going to balance it. Number of how many carbons? One carbon. Here also one carbon. How many hydrogens? Four hydrogens. How many hydrogens? Only two hydrogens. So I will balance it here like this. Make sense here? Tell me. Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
So no. How many oxygens? Here we have two. Here we have 2 plus 2, 4. So I will write 2 here. Does this make sense till here? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Now we are going. See, it is involving only what? One reactant. So I will write MCR of CH4 is equal to MCR of CH4. It is equal to MCR of what is the product we needed? CO2. What is MCR? Mole to coefficient ratio. That means moles of CH4 divided by its coefficient is equal to moles of CO2 divided by its coefficient. ठीक है, ये सोनो प्लीज टेल मी. यहां तक तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं ना. एमसीआर का मतलब समझ में आ गया, मोल्स टू कोएफिशिएंट रेशियो. टेल मी गाइस, एनी प्रॉब्लम?
No, sir.
Any problem guys? No problem. How can we calculate the number of moles of CH4? Tell me. What is the formula for number of moles of CH4? बताइए. D. हाँ. Number of moles of CH4. What has been given?
Given mass.
अरे अभी. हाँ ठीक है, वेरी गुड. ये कौन पूछ रहा था? Shaima, you need to first of all answer. First of all, we will look at numerator ना Shaima. Then we will go to the denominator. आ रहा है ना सब पे? ठीक है. So first of all, numerator. What is moles of CH4? Given mass by. बोलो ना, जोर से बोलो प्लीज. ये तो सबको आता है ना, given mass by molar mass. Speak loudly. अरे यार बोलते क्यों नहीं यार तुम लोग? बोलो. Moles of CH4 is equal to.
Given
Given
mass
mass
by
by
molar
Mass
mass.
by molar mass.
Thank you very much. What is the given mass?
8 grams.
8 grams. Divided by what is the molar mass of CH4?
16.
16 है ना. कार्बन 12. हाँ 16. ठीक है. अब आते हैं कोएफिशिएंट. देखिए CH4 के आप लोग को याद है इन 10th स्टैंडर्ड आप लोगों ने पढ़ा था 2x² प्लस 3x प्लस 5 इज इक्वल टू 0. व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x²?
2.
ठीक है. अब हम थोड़ा सा x को चेंज कर रहे हैं ना. x तो ऐसे लिख. व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x?
1.
व्हाट इज द 1 है ना. व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ CH4? अच्छा उससे पहले इसमें डर जाएंगे आप. व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ O2?
2.
व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ CH4?
1.
मेक सेंस? यस और नो प्लीज टेल मी.
Yes,
जसलीन,
sir.
सबिहा, शाइमा. हाँ वेरी गुड.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. दैट्स कोएफिशिएंट, नथिंग. नीचे क्या लिख देना है हमको? 1 लिख देना. मेक सेंस? यस और नो प्लीज टेल मी.
Yes, sir.
This will be equal to what we will write for moles of CO2. What's the formula? Number of moles of CO2 is equal to. Number of moles of CO2 is equal to.
44.
बोलो नहीं नहीं नहीं, जल्दी थोड़ा सा हड़बड़ा गई. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ CO2 पूछ रहे, मोलर मास नहीं पूछ रहे. व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ CO2? व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला?
44.
Given mass by molar mass.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. व्हाट हैपेंड जसलीन एंड जैनब? अभी तो मोलर मास पूछा भी नहीं हमने, आप लोग एक स्टेप आगे बढ़ जा रहे हैं. हाँ तो गिवन मास तो है नहीं. दैट्स व्हाट वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट. सो मास ऑफ CO2 डिवाइड बाय जिसके बारे में आप लोग बहुत कह रहे थे 44. दैट इज द मोलर मास. मेक सेंस? यस और नो प्लीज टेल मी.
Yes.
Yes.
डिवाइड बाय व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ CO2?
1.
1. ठीक है. अब इसको देख लीजिए, आ गया ना आंसर. देखिए 8/16 is equal to mass of CO2 divided by 44. So mass of CO2 will be equal to what? 8/16 into 44. क्या ख्याल है guys? 8, 22, 8 and 8 will get cancelled and you will get mass of CO2 is equal to 22 grams. ठीक है. देखिए इसके, ये जो सवाल हम लोगों ने अभी किया है इसका आसान तरीका भी एक है, लेकिन ना उससे फिर क्या होगा, फॉर ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन यू विल हैव टू चेंज द मेथड, ठीक है? दैट आई डोंट वांट यू गाइस टू डू। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल लर्न अबाउट एमसीआर मेथड, उसके बाद आई विल गिव यू सम शॉर्ट ट्रिक्स, जिससे आपको यू विल हैव सम स्टेबिलिटी इन द वे यू आर गोइंग टू डू द क्वेश्चंस, बिकॉज यू शुड हैव सम फाउंडेशन ना, कि ट्रिक से गिरे तो फाउंडेशन पे रुक जाएंगे आप कम से कम। once you will solve from the MCR method, then you are not going to have any difficulties. समझ में आया सबको? yes or no? Please tell me, Jasleen, Sabiha, Zainab and Shaima, how to follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you just need to calculate the number of moles of whatever is given, ठीक है? उससे आपका आंसर आ जाएगा फिर, ठीक है? प्लीज कॉपी दिस डाउन। फिर एक और सवाल देंगे सेम बिल्कुल, ठीक है? आई एम गोइंग टू गिव वेरी सिमिलर क्वेश्चन, ठीक है? बस हाँ, यहाँ पे आप एक काम कर सकते हैं, यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट द मास ऑफ वाटर, ठीक है? सो कॉपी कर लीजिए, रेज योर हैंड वंस यू आर डन, देन यू विल कैलकुलेट द मास ऑफ वाटर। वेटिंग फॉर जसलीन एंड सभी, हाँ आराम से लिखिए।
सर रेज हैंड रेज कैसे करते हैं, मैं भूल गई।
भूल गए? ऑल्ट और वाई दबाएं।
थैंक यू सर।
अच्छा, everyone is done now? अच्छा, the question is same, you need to calculate the amount of H2O form. Question same, 8 gram of CH4 you're having. Once you're done, you will send the answers on the Zoom chat. I'm lowering your hands, and you can raise hand if you're stuck. वहां पे जो CO, जहां जहां पे हम लोगों ने, बस ध्यान रखिएगा ऐसे छापा छुपी मत कीजिएगा, ठीक है ना? यू राइट दिस रिएक्शन, ठीक है? देन राइट MCR of CH4 is equal to MCR of H2O, then you will write moles of CH4 divided by coefficient is equal to moles of H2O divided by coefficient. देन उसके बाद वैसे कीजिएगा, ऐसा नहीं कि जहां जहां CO2 वहां वहां से CO2 को हटाया और 14 की जगह बस ये वैसे मत कीजिएगा, ठीक है? डू इट प्रॉपरली वंस, फिर आगे दिक्कत नहीं होगी, बिकॉज इफ यू आर गोइंग टू डू मिस्टेक्स राइट नाउ, फिर वो मिस्टेक्स बार बार होते रहे। हाँ जैनब, यू आर स्टक।
So for like hydrogen plus oxygen will give water, right? So for moles of I should take for hydrogen or both of them?
Wait a second. What did you say, sir? Can you repeat? Like what problem you are having? This is the balanced chemical reaction, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. What is the first statement that you are going to write?
MCR of reactant is equal to MCR of
No, 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 वो तो जनरल हो गया ना जैनब। इस केस में क्या लिखेंगे? What are we going to write in this particular case? What is the reactant that we have?
CH4 and oxygen.
No, we have only CH4. No? We have been given the amount of CH4 only, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So MCR of
CH4.
CH4 is equal to
MCR of H2.
ah, very good. MCR of H2O. After that, what we are going to write?
Moles of CH4 by coefficient is equal to moles of water by coefficient.
ठीक है, वेरी गुड. इसके बाद क्या लिखेंगे बताइए?
Mole of CH4, which is given mass by molar mass.
What should I write? Tell me.
8 by 60.
8 by 60 divided by
1.
1 is equal to, what should I write here?
Moles of H2OX.
X मान लेते हैं, ठीक है चलिए, x divided by
coefficient 2.
H2O का मोलर मास लेंगे ना, मोल्स ले रहे हैं, है ना? तो W of H2O ना, if you want to write properly, then it will be W of H2O divided by
18.
18 divided by, what is the coefficient?
1. 2.
ठीक है, ठीक है, तो समझ गया ना? तो you start writing. Okay, just fine. Okay, Zainab?
Yes, sir.
है ना, start writing. देखिए, when you started writing, खुद ब खुद हो गया ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. Shaima, your answer is correct by the way. What about others? अब तो आंसर आ ही जाएगा. I think Sabiha and Jasleen. Jasleen, did you give the answer? No, Jasleen is not given.
Please, almost done.
What, Jasleen?
Sir, I'm almost done.
You're also stuck?
I'm almost
Why?
done.
You're done. I can't understand. ये ऐसे phrases can make say proper sentences. No? Send me whatever you have done, Jasleen. Who feels in this class, Jasleen, Sabiha and Zainab, you will tell me that you are, I mean, आपका nature थोड़ा सा shy type का है. You're a bit shy. Anyone thinks like that of themselves? No, no one. फिर भी बोलना नहीं है. अच्छा, ये सारे के सारे हैं क्या शाही कि कोई जवाब ही नहीं दे रहा है? हाँ, Zainab, tell me. Do you consider yourself as shy and reserved type of person? Yes, Zainab. Zainab is a bit reserved. Okay. Wait a second. By the way, Shaima, your answer is not correct. Jasleen, अब सही है. Shaima, I think you took the coefficient as 1, na? Sorry guys, I got disconnected. Zainab, you need to make me the host. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
You need to make me the host. When I left, you became the host. You have to make me host. If you're on laptop, then you need to click on my name. There will be By the way, let us see the answer. How much we are getting? Zainab, कितना है answer आपको? 2 into 8 upon 6. 8 by 16 is equal to W of H2O divided by नहीं ये तो इसका आंसर 18 2 से कितना होता है 36 so W of H2O is equal to 8 into 36 divided by 16 to 18 जसलीन आई थिंक आपने वो स्टोशियोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट को 1 ले लिया था ये सुनो
Yes, sir.
यस जसलीन ठीक है तो ऐसी मिस्टेक्स ना करें all of you got the gist like how stoichiometric calculations is to be done yes or no tell me
Yes, sir.
बताएं है ना ठीक है चलिए अब यहाँ पे एक ना नोट लिखें आई हैव गिवन यू अ प्रॉब्लम जिससे आपको समझ में आ गया नाउ राइट अ फ्यू नोट फॉर stoichiometric calculations ठीक है प्लीज राइट stoichiometric calculation can be done only for a balanced chemical reaction a balanced हाँ साइमा यू कैन बस आप अपने टीचर को बता दीजिएगा एक बार ये मेथड ठीक है just show your teacher that you are going to use this method if they will approve you can use it ठीक है आंसर तो इससे सही आने का है ठीक है ना but it's just that याद करने के लिए and basically what I understand from my experience is that in 11th and 12th standard like more in 11th standard students they majority of the time they have difficulty in starting the question and it is and it is very easy to start the question if you remember this type of thing MCR of reactant is equal to MCR of product
Sir, can we
sir
do
so
it?
they will not give questions which do not एक second Sabiya is asking something I think so they will give you not balanced questions you have to balance the chemical reaction balanced chemical reaction ठीक है हाँ Zainab you were saying something in tabular form what do you need to do in tabular form
Calculation.
balancing
Yeah.
calculation
Yes, sir. Like we did the.
बोलिए ना कंप्लीट द सेंटेंस we did the के बाद ऐसे आर्टिकल पे खत्म कर दे रहे हैं आप
Sir, the mole of CH4 like by coefficient, right? In school, they gave it in a tabular form, like U2 and CH4, the molar mass by the given number of mass and X. So we can do it like that.
you are more comfortable in that method
No, sir, I'm asking because this I find it easy.
you can do I mean so देखिए here in class 11th and 12th you will have at least in class 12th and I don't know in 11th standard I think people the teacher they should have some liberty they should give liberty to the students that do whatever method use whatever method you are going to use it should be a correct method okay it should be a correct method and you should know how the method is working like if you have been given any questions then you should know how to do that it's not like there is a method which only works for this particular question and it is not going to work for any other questions. Okay? If you have that type of method, each and every teacher will say that please don't do that, because that is a question specific method and that's not going to help you anyway. If you have a generic method which can be used, I think teachers should give the liberty. At the end, in my class, like if you are going to give the test of Learnivio, then in that case, you can do whatever method you want. Okay, I am not going to stop you guys. School के बारे में आप school teacher से पूछिए, because the school teacher is going to mark you guys. ना, make sense?
Yes, sir.
Zainab, ठीक है, तो आप स्कूल में जाके ये मेथड दिखा दीजिएगा कि ऐसे कर सकते हैं क्या मैम? मैम बोलेगी हाँ कर सकते हैं, तो कीजिएगा। मैम बोलेगी नहीं, हम जिस मेथड से पढ़ाएं उसी मेथड से करना। तो फिर आप लोग रफ में मेरा मेथड से कर लीजिएगा, लाइक इन द रफ पेज यू डू इट फ्रॉम द मेथड दैट आई हैव टॉट यू एंड देन जस्ट ट्रांसलेट इट इन द मेथड दैट योर टीचर हैज टॉट इन द पेयर पेज। ठीक है, इट विल टेक टाइम, बट यू हैव टू प्ले द व्हाटएवर कार्ड्स यू हैव बीन गिवन। जो भी आपको कार्ड दिया गया उसी से आपको खेलना पड़ेगा। यू कैन नॉट चेंज द टीचर, यू कैन नॉट चेंज द स्कूल। चलिए, तो stoichiometric calculation can be done only for a balanced chemical reaction. Now, if you remember class 10th ना, वहाँ पे हम लोग quadratic equation we use a very generic form ना, ax square plus bx plus c. This was the generic form of quadratic equation is equal to 0, right? Similarly, we have a generic form for chemical equations also. So generic form of chemical equation is like this. We have small a, capital A. Small a is the coefficient, capital A is the chemical species, plus BB gives you CC plus DB. Now, there are various ways in which we can represent or we can talk about these reactions. Okay. First way of talking about these reactions, first of all, you guys must be very clear. Small a is coefficient. The capital letters are chemical species. Give me a thumbs up if you are able to understand, if you are able to get this point. Small a, b, c, these will be numbers. Capital A, B, C, D, these are going to be chemical species. Sabiha and Zainab waiting for you. Zainab understood. Sabiha class में नहीं है क्या? छुट्टी मारनी है क्या आप? Got it. Okay. ठीक है Sabiha also got this. जी ठीक. You can lower your hand. Let's thumbs up sound कर ले. ठीक है. Now what we can talk about this particular reaction is that when Jan Sunika, you don't need to write anything. Please keep your time and listen to me. When A molecules of A reacts with B molecules of B, it gives C molecules of C and D molecules of D. Make sense? बताएं. एक example है. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH6. सर क्या पोएम पढ़े आपको समझ ही नहीं आया. ध्यान सुनिएगा. 1 mole of nitrogen reacts with, or rather 1 molecule of nitrogen reacts with 3 molecules of hydrogen to give 2 molecules of NH3. अब समझ में आया?
Yes.
Mic on रखिए. Why are your mics turned off? Mic on कीजिए.
Sorry, sir, I thought it was on.
Sorry, what just see?
I thought it was on. Sorry, sir.
अच्छा चलिए. Sabiha, Saima, you can keep your mic off. You're here. ठीक है. Now all of you understood now? 1 molecule of nitrogen reacts with 3 molecules of hydrogen to give 2 molecules of ammonia. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Similarly, A molecules of capital A, B molecules of capital B, they both will react to give C molecules of capital C and D molecules of capital D. Now you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Generic form. Very good. Thank you very much. अब यहाँ पे thank you very much में ना कोई छोड़ के नहीं चला जाएगा. I'm just thanking you guys to replying. है ना? Thank you very much बोल दिए. क्लास खत्म हो गया, हम जा रहे हैं. See here. So we are now talking in the molecular level. We can talk in terms of molecular level. So in molecular level, how many molecules of A we require? A. How many molecules of B we require? B. How many molecules of C? C. How many molecules of D? D. Okay. We can also talk about these terms in the molar level, in terms of moles. All of you understood this part now when I wrote the molecular level. When I said A molecules of A will react with B molecules, that's what we have written here. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, in terms of moles also, like when we talk about A molecules of A, that A will be some number. Similarly, we can talk about moles also, because Moles is nothing but there is a number that you multiplied by Avogadro's constant, it will give you the number of molecules. Okay, so molecular level, molar level, it's going to be same because A moles of A will react with B moles of B to give C moles of C and D moles of B. Okay, so we'll write A, write B, we'll write C, we'll write D. The same thing is going to be there if you have volume. But it is volume is going to be only restricted for gas. If all these species A, B, C, D are in gaseous state, then we can say that A liters of A, B liters of B, C liters of C, and D liters of D. That means when A liter of A reacts with B liter of B, gives C liters of C and D liters of D. है ना? ये समझ में आया सबको? Because
Yes, sir.
22.4 I'm taking, not 22.7. 22.4. 22.4 into 2. That will be equal to 44.8. I'm repeating it. Volume of gas, I'm repeating. I understand. You will all, if you will be having problem volume. The number of moles, it is always 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, and it does not depend on whether we are taking nitrogen, oxygen, or helium, whatever we are taking. The number of moles, it is going to be what? Number of moles, it is going to be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Similarly, molar volume, the volume occupied by 1 mole, it is also going to be constant, 22.4, 22.7, whatever you are going to take. That many liters. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
बताएं. It is same. Now that is why we can take A liters and B liters and C liters, and it is going to be the same thing. Like A liters of A will react with B liters of B to give C liters of C and D liters of B. Shaima, you got this now? Yes or no? Yes, Shaima. Got this? Okay, fine. Okay. Now the major problem that we are going to face is what we have already seen. It was in mass. It is the mass where we cannot write anything like that. When we are talking about mass, we cannot say A grams of A will react with A grams of A will react with B gram of B to give C grams of C and D grams of D. Because the molecular mass, the molar mass of each component is different. The Zainab बताएं, बोलिए. Yes, Zainab, you were saying something?
No, sir.
What I was saying was, when you are going to use mass, we cannot write A grams of A will react with B grams of B because the reaction, it happens at molecular level. Molecular level multiplied by 6.022, you will get the moles. When you have moles multiplied by 22.4, you will get the volume. Okay, so that multiplication is completely what? Constant only. Whether you are having O2 or N2 or anything, it is what? Constant only. But when we are having mass, if you have the number of moles, to get the mass, you have to look at the molecular mass, and the molar mass is going to change with respect to different species. So we cannot write this part. इसको हम नहीं लिख सकते. This is not valid. So what are we going to do if we have got mass? When we have got mass, then we will say that A divided by the molar mass of A. Okay, this will give you eventually what? Number of moles only. Yeah? B divided by molar mass of B and C divided by molar mass of B, and so on you have to write. ठीक है. But A, B, C यहाँ पे आपके पास क्या? These are going to be mass. ठीक है. But mass के लिए इसको define नहीं करते. So I'm going to stop it here. आप please note down कर लीजिए इसको. Raise your hand if you are done. आप तो चालाक है, लेकिन सुन नहीं रहे होंगे, दिख नहीं रहे होंगे अभी तो. Raise your hand once you are done. Just waiting for Shaima. ठीक है, you understand. ठीक है, चलिए. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डू अ क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, जिसमें वी कैन डायरेक्टली गेट दी नंबर ऑफ मोल्स एंड एवरीथिंग. ठीक है, बेसिकली आपको ना सीधा like you are going to use the same thing that we have taught, that is moles to coefficient ratio. Giving you guys a question: how many moles of nitrogen, how many moles of nitrogen are required or are needed, are needed to produce 8.2 moles of ammonia. 8.2 moles of ammonia by Haber's process. ठीक है, अब ये सारी चीजें ना आप लोगों को ध्यान रखना है. जैसे हेबर्स प्रोसेस आप बोलेगा सर हमको क्या पता, हम बताएंगे अभी, है ना. सो व्हाट इज हेबर्स प्रोसेस? हेबर्स प्रोसेस इज दिस वन: N2 plus H2 gives NH3. Is this balanced? Tell me guys. Is this balanced?
No, sir.
No. Balance कर लेंगे. सबसे पहले in the reactant side we have N2, in the product side we have only one nitrogen, so I will have two. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, how many hydrogens we are having? 6. Here I will multiply. Now it is balanced. Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, what we will write? बताइए. MCR of, अच्छा, how many reactants we are involving? only one reactant ना. हाइड्रोजन का तो नाम ही निशान नहीं है सवाल में. मेक सेंस? क्या ख्याल? बोलो. लो
Yes.
लो 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 लो, है ना. We are involving only what? Only one reactant. What is that reactant?
React.
Which reactant?
NH3.
The question is involving one reactant. Which reactant? NH3 is not reactant. It's product.
Ammonia, sir. No, not.
Who said NH3? Ammonia. Wow. Ammonia reactant रे भाई.
Sorry, sir.
क्या आप लोग को हार्ट अटैक देना है क्या, मतलब है? हाँ, साइमा करेक्ट, वेरी गुड. बोलो भाई, व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज इन्वॉल्विंग विच रिएक्टेंट?
Nitrogen.
हाँ, नाइट्रोजन. क्या टफ था इसमें? आप लोग तो बस ये देख रहे हो किसका अमाउंट दिया हुआ, वही बोल देते हैं. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. दैट इज व्हाई आई डिड नॉट राइट इन द नोट, आई डिड नॉट राइट दैट व्हेन you may read, if you are going to learn the MCR method ना, that is most to coefficient ratio. तब आप ना ये लाइन कहीं बहुत जगह देखेंगे that people write and it's not wrong also, है ना. हम इसको गलत नहीं कहेंगे because हमसे ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस टीचर भी ऐसे लिख, like when I was also reading हमें भी ऐसे लिखाएगा. तो then I got stuck in some questions, then I changed that. Okay, fine. Then I am going to teach, I am not going to use this line. What was the line written by my teacher? The line was when the amount of only one reactant is given. अब कुछ सवाल आ गया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन दिस क्वेश्चन द अमाउंट ऑफ रिएक्टेंट इज नॉट गिवन, देन व्हाट आई हैव टू डू? सो आई सेड दैट व्हेन द क्वेश्चन इट इन्वॉल्व्स बोल दिया हमने ना, और जनरेट. इफ इट इज इन्वॉल्विंग, है ना, ऐसे लिखा ना भाई हमने. हाँ, व्हेन द अमाउंट ऑफ ओनली वन रिएक्टेंट इज इन्वॉल्व. गिवन नहीं बोला हम. गिवन बोलते तो बेइज्जती हो जाती है, याद है. I've changed. I'm like initially I used to write given, but I changed involved. So what reactant is involved? Nitrogen. Okay, so what we will write? बोलो भाई, पहला लाइन. पहला लाइन
MCR of reactant.
जल्दी. MCR of
Reactant.
नॉट रिएक्टेंट ना, वो तो जेनरिक केस में लिखाया था हमने. रिएक्टेंट सवाल और सवाल पे डिपेंड करेगा, सवाल और सवाल पे चेंज होता जाएगा ना. चलिए, व्हाट इज द रिएक्टेंट इन दिस क्वेश्चन? MCR of
Nitrogen.
nitrogen is equal to MCR of
NH3.
Ammonia.
अमोनिया, जिसके बारे में पूछा है ना, या फिर जिसके बारे में दिया हुआ है MCR. उसके बाद व्हाट विल राइट, आप कीजिए ना, कर लेंगे। कैन यू गाइस डू दिस?
Yes, sir.
इतने अच्छे से हम पूछ रहे हैं। वेरी गुड। यहाँ पे मास मत निकाल लीजिएगा, ठीक है? डोंट कैलकुलेट द मास, यू जस्ट नीड द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, ठीक है? यू नीड द मोल्स, तो मोल्स तक ही रखेंगे, डब्ल्यू बी वगैरह लेके नहीं आएंगे। यू डोंट नीड द मोलर मास ऑफ नाइट्रोजन, यू डोंट नीड द मोलर मास ऑफ अमोनिया, है ना? लाइक यू हैव टू एक्टिवेट ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, ऐसा नहीं कि रटा रटा डब्ल्यू बी निकाल रहे हैं वहां पे ना, डब्ल्यू बी नहीं निकालना सब। करिए, जल्दी करिए।
Sir, it will be moles of N2 by coefficient is equals to moles of NH3 by coefficient.
करेक्ट।
जी।
यस, शायमा करेक्ट, वेरी गुड।
सर,
जी बताइए।
सर अमोनिया का मॉलिक्यूलर मास क्या होता है?
भाई, मारेंगे हम इतना क्यों चाहिए आपको मॉलिक्यूलर? अभी तो हमने, आई टोल्ड ना दैट यू डोंट नीड मॉलिक्यूलर मास, यू मोल्स निकालना, मोल्स, फॉर्मली
ओ,
मोल्स, मोल्स
ओ,
बाय कोएफिशिएंट मोल्स, है ना? आ जाएगा, आ जाएगा सभी का।
सर,
पक्का ना?
सर,
सर, सर का आप सर खा जाइए बिल्कुल, हाँ। चलो बोलो भाई, बोलो। लिखना नहीं है आप लोगों को, 10 बार सोचना है, आप लिखो, पहले लिखो, पूरा लिख लो। ओके सभी आप,
हाँ सर,
सभी हाँ।
जी जी
रो
सर,
क्यों रहे हैं आप?
रोड नहीं
व्हाई आर
रही,
यू क्राइंग?
नॉट क्राइंग सर,
नहीं रो रहे हैं? क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? यू आर नॉट क्राइंग, पक्का? ऐसे आपकी
नो
आवाज आ
सर,
रही है, ऐसा लग रहा है आप रो रहे हैं।
नहीं सर,
पक क्या हुआ? अरे भाई, हम
मैं
डांट
कुछ
नहीं रहे होते, हम ऐसे मजाक कर रहे होते। वो हो यार, ऐसे गाइस ऐसे दिल पे मत लीजिएगा, ठीक है? हम डांटते कहाँ हैं? इतनी अच्छे से बात करते हैं, हम डांटते हैं क्या? शाइमा, जैनब, टेल मी। यस जैनब, हम डांटते हैं क्या?
Sorry, sir.
डू आई स्कोल्ड?
No, sir.
नहीं ना, देखिए हम इतने अच्छे टीचर हैं कि नहीं, बताइए। फिर प्यार से बात करते हैं। ओके खैर, सभी देखिए, मैं ऑडिबल सभी? हाँ,
यस सर,
देखिए आपको क्या करना है ना, आपको आगे लिखना है। आपने इसके आगे लिखा? डिड यू राइट आफ्टर दिस?
यस सर,
बताइए क्या लिखा।
moles of N2 by coefficient is equals to mole
मोल्स
of
ऑफ
NH3
N2
by
बाय,
coefficient.
जी, मोल्स ऑफ NH3 बाय कोएफिशिएंट, ठीक है? सो दिस इज द टर्म दैट वी नीड ना, मोल्स ऑफ N2 ही निकालना है ना, देखिए सवाल में।
Yes,
तो इस पे x ले लेते हैं। व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ N2?
one sir.
इट इज इक्वल टू, इज दिस गिवन?
Yes sir, 8.2.
देन वी डिड नॉट रिक्वायर ना द मोलर मास ऑफ NH3।
No sir,
व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ NH3?
1.
आ,
Uh,
अब पड़ेगी डांट आपको। डांटे भी हम आपको, डांटे?
oh sir, sorry, 2. Sorry sir.
हाँ, पड़ती है भी डांट आपको। कितना हो जाएगा बताइए? अरे
Sir, x,
जल्दी बताओ।
so
8 पॉइंट,
8.2
x इज
divided by
इक्वल टू,
x is equals to
डिवाइड
sir,
करेंगे क्या?
क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो
अरे 8
x
का
into
आधा,
2 is equal
ए भाई
चार
आधा की है क्या, हाफ
4
मल्टीप्लाई करें, x/1 तो x ही होगा ना, 8/2 का हाफ
हाँ
करो
सर
सीधा।
हाँ अच्छा
जल्दी करो, नहीं हो रहा है,
4.1 सर
भूल गए।
4.1 सर
4.1, हड़बड़ा, हाँ हड़बड़ा दी क्या हम
सॉरी
आपको।
सर सॉरी मैंने x के नीचे 2 और 8.2 के नीचे 1 लिख दिया था।
ओके ठीक है, हाँ 4.1, दिस विल बी द मोल्स है ना, यहाँ पे यूनिट क्या ले लेंगे, मोल्स ले लेंगे। ठीक है, अब ध्यान से सुनिए जरा। अब आप ना ये ऐसे कीजिएगा, ठीक है ना, तो पता है आपके दोस्त क्या बोलेंगे, ये इतना लंबा मेथड, ये तो ऐसे ही हो जाएगा, बिना कैलकुलेशन के हो जाएगा। ठीक है, फिर आप लोग बोलिएगा हम किस बेकार टीचर से पढ़ रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो देखिए ध्यान से सुनिएगा, ठीक है गाइस, ड्रॉप योर पेन असाइड, ऑल ऑफ यू हैव गॉट दिस नाउ, ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस हियर, यस और नो, प्लीज टेल मी।
यस
Yes,
सर
sir.
ठीक है, अब इस हम लोग रिएक्शन को पढ़ते हैं। ठीक है, आई विल रीड द रिएक्शन, यू हैव टू रिपीट। 1 mole of nitrogen, बोलो,
1 mole of hydrogen
1 mole of nitrogen
reacts with 3 moles of hydrogen
reacts with 3 moles of hydrogen
to give 2 moles of ammonia.
to give 2 moles of ammonia.
with ammonia.
Once again, 1 mole of nitrogen
1 mole of nitrogen
reacts with 3 moles of hydrogen
reacts with 3
Yes,
moles of
3 moles
hydrogen
of hydrogen
to give 2 moles of ammonia.
to give 2 moles of
2 moles
ammonia.
of ammonia.
ठीक है, now in this is the I mean if you have N2 plus CH2 gives 2 NH3, this is how you are going to read the reaction always. ठीक है, but in this particular question we have to only focus on N2 and NH3. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, because that is the only chemical species which are involved. So I will say 1 mole of nitrogen gives 2 moles of ammonia. Read, बोलिए, 1 mole of nitrogen,
1 mole of nitrogen
बोलो भाई,
Nitrogen gives 2 moles of ammonia.
1 mole of nitrogen gives 2 moles of ammonia. I can reverse it by saying 2 moles of ammonia, बोलिए,
2 moles of ammonia
2 moles of ammonia
requires 1 mole of N2.
requires 1 mole of
requires 1
N2.
mole of N2.
ठीक है, 1 सेकेंड है ना, एक बार और करते हैं फिर चेंज करेंगे। 2 moles of ammonia
2 moles of ammonia
requires 1 mole of nitrogen.
require 1 mole of nitrogen.
ठीक है, तो बताइए 4 mole of ammonia requires dash mole of N2. 2 moles of ammonia requires how much? 2, अच्छा एक सेकंड है ना, 2 moles of ammonia requires how many moles?
1 mole of nitrogen.
1 mole.
1 mole. So 4 mole will require how much?
1 mole.
2.
2 ना,
No. Yeah.
2 ना, 2 moles of ammonia it requires 1 mole of nitrogen. 4 moles it will require 2 moles of nitrogen. समझ में आ रही है ना? अब बताइए 6 moles will required how many?
3.
वेरी गुड, मेक सेंस, समझ में आ रहा है सबको, नहीं आ रहा बताइए।
Yes, sir.
अब समझ, एक सेकंड, 8.2 moles will required, देखिए 2 का हाफ, 4 का हाफ, 6 का हाफ, 8.2 का हाफ 4.1, गॉट दिस?
Yes.
What about this? Shaima, Sabiha, and everyone.
Yes.
Zainab, Jasleen,
Yes, sir.
है ना? So can you see that this question could be done without calculation also?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, रेडी रहिएगा, ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब आपको नहीं आता, हम सब लाइक आई विल टीच यू ऑल दी मेथड्स। ठीक है, कोई आपको ऐसे आके नहीं बोलेगा कि लाइक वट एवर न्यू मेथड एनीवन इज गोइंग टू टीच यू गाइस, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी क्वेश्चन स्पेसिफिक, वो ऐसी चीजें हो जाएंगी फिर। ठीक है, अदरवाइज whenever you have this type of thing ना, जब whenever you are using moles, हाँ, जैसे हम अगला एग्जांपल दे रहे हैं, आप लोग बताइए। ठीक है, आई एम राइटिंग द क्वेश्चन, यू विल टेल मी द आंसर विदाउट कैलकुलेशंस करेंगे। ठीक है, गॉट दिस? यस और नो प्लीज टेल मी, जसलीन, जैनब, सबिहा, शाइमा।
Yes, sir.
विदाउट कैलकुलेशंस, विदाउट रेजिंग योर पेन, विदाउट रेजिंग योर पेन। ओके, ठीक है, थैंक्स। Calculate the amount of CO2 formed by combustion of 3 moles of CH4. I'm writing the equation for you. CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. बैलेंस कर लीजिए, बैलेंस करके ही होगा, है ना? टेल मी द स्टोइचियोमेट्रिक इक्वेशंस वंस यू आर डन बैलेंसिंग। जो भी बैलेंस कर लेगा वो स्टार्ट करके कर देगा, है ना, कि 2 moles of CH4, 1 mole of CH4, whatever it is, you start speaking. I will start noting down. बोलिए। अरे नो वन हैज बैलेंस टिल नाउ, हाउ मेनी मोल्स ऑफ CH4, जल्दी बताएं।
1,
1। हाउ मेनी मोल्स ऑफ O2?
2,
2। हाउ मेनी मोल्स ऑफ CO2?
1,
देन हाउ मेनी मोल्स ऑफ H2O?
2,
2। टेल मी, कैलकुलेट द हाउ मेनी मोल्स ऑफ CO2 will be formed if I have 3 moles of CH4?
1.5,
पढ़ो जाना, पढ़ो, रिएक्शन पढ़ो। ऐसे रटा रटा है सबका आधा कर देंगे क्या सारे? आई टेल यू दैट इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी क्वेश्चन स्पेसिफिक, ओके? लाइक माय मेथड व्हेन आई एम सेइंग ना दैट यू हैव टू रीड द, जैसे हमने पढ़ाया था आप लोग को इतनी दफा, उसके बाद ना वहां तक पहुंचे थे कि आधा करना है, दैट यू हैव टू हाफ इट, read, then you will understand. I think Shaima has answered. Yes, Shaima, that is correct. First of all, you will read the complete reaction. 1 mole of, you have to practice, guys. जैसे ऐसे वही नहीं उतरेगी आपके ऊपर, like Jibril is not going to come to you guys, है ना, कि आप वही लेके आए और आपको याद भी हो गया. You have to repeat these things. ठीक है? So 1 mole of CH4 reacts with 2 moles of O2 to give CO2 and H2O. Then you are going to identify what are the chemical species we need in this particular question. So we have CH4 and CO2. Focus on the relationship between CH4 and CO2. When you focus on that, then you will understand, okay, what is the relationship? From how many moles of CH4, how many moles of CO2 we are getting? उसके बाद बताइए, तो इंक्रीज करते जाइए, लाइक क्या, तो भाई करो।